Okay. Rome, you know this my shit right here. You know this my shit. Let's go. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Okay. We see y'all. If y'all didn't know by now, it's the #1 podcast that the industry never knew they needed. I go by the name Shakita Speaks the Southern Belle. Shout out to my brother Jerome in the house is in the building. And we coming at you guys each and every week with a fresh episode. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, and don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their friend that it's the #1 podcast that the industry never knew they needed. And shout out to the podcast babies out there liking our pages and shit. We see you motherfuckers. Keep paying attention. Let's go. Hey.
Don't play with it.
Don't play with it.
And don't play with it. First of all, Shakita, since this is your song, what does she mean by that? Don't play with it. What is that? I don't even know.
I mean, don't play with it. It's whatever you want it to apply to. For real, for real. You can just say she just letting you know in general, like, don't play with it. Like, I think everybody can relate to that in some sort of fashion. She could be like, don't play with it, baby. Don't play with it. Don't be trying to, don't play with it. If you get in this junk, don't play with it. That could be one of the ways you want to do. You want to say it. The other reason is just like what you saying is just like in general, like don't play with it. Like if I'm out here, I'm doing my thing, I'm on my grind. Don't play with the grind. Period. It's just all about how you want to portray it for yourself. Like honest, it's just what you take means to it for real.
Definitely. You know, speaking of don't play with it, you know.
Don't play with us, motherfuckers.
I basically, the Super Bowl's coming up, and the person that is doing the halftime show is
Riri.
Is the queen. But you know what's so crazy? You know what's so strange, right? Beyonce just do a world tour during that same time. Like, you know?
During the same time? Really? What's her dates, though?
I mean, just to announce it at that time. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Because it's different. The Super Bowl is February 12th. She's announcing it 2 weeks before the Super Bowl. It'll be different if that was the day her concert. It'll be different if that was the day her tour started.
You
feel me?
To do it there. I don't think that it'll be as smart.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's like... I feel like people always try to do this thing where they try to like put B and Ree together, but
you know, because the thing is, the reason why, because Jay-Z and Nas do it. You feel what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I think of it. You know what I mean?
Because Jay-Z and Nas do what?
They do. Like, so for instance, when Nas dropped his album, that's when Jay-Z was like, all right, I'm going to put all my Grammys out same time. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like the focus and push will basically go to the other person. I mean, I don't think like it's.
I don't know. I just feel like people just be doing that. I just feel like it has nothing to do. I feel like B just. I mean, she dropped her album. How long ago? It's been almost 6 months ago. Not quite 6 months ago, but it's 4 months. Damn near almost 6 months ago. But it's about that time to announce a tour. Like,
yeah,
I feel like that is going in the same timeline that a normal artist would.
Well, I guess. I mean, I don't know. You know,
you give your fans time enough to listen to the records, know the songs, and then you get them ready for the tour. I feel like 4 months. That's a good time frame to announce a tour.
But Beyonce the type of person, you don't got to event. She can release an album and have the tour at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's what she
could.
You know, but the thing is, you know, one of the main things is that Rihanna right now, I feel like she's about to drop an album. She doesn't have to. You know what I'm saying?
You just feel like it's coming.
Yeah, because I mean,
it would make sense to.
It'll be like an intelligent move, but it's like she doesn't have to because
she don't have to. She can do this anytime she wants to. Like, it can be next year if she wants to.
And you know, another thing is that I like if I'm a betting man, I honestly think there's going to be this is going to probably be one of the biggest Super Bowls we ever seen. Not just because, all right, like, I'm going to let you know. Fuck the NFL players. It's Rihanna. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the most people reason they watch it is the halftime show for real.
That's true.
So it's like, you know, the last person I was looking up and researching it, the last person that had the highest.
Was the Beyonce one?
No. Shockingly.
Who?
She wasn't even top. Katy Perry.
Really?
Yep, Katy Perry. She had the highest one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
views?
Yeah, views.
Okay.
So it's like if Rihanna can't basically do this, then I think that's crazy. But the thing is, you know what have been.
But you know what's crazy though? That was also during that time when everybody was trying to not everybody, but when I want to say people of a different skin complexion was trying to come at B. You remember that? That was that time frame when they was trying to make B like to be this so racist person and all this other stuff and just trying to separate, keep people blacks and whites separated, that type of thing. I think it was during that time too. So that probably had a lot to do with the views at that time. You don't remember?
Yeah, I remember, but she did the Super Bowl. And it was big because the thing is, you also got The Weeknd. He did actually.
Sorry,
I think he's part of like one of the top 10 of when it comes to the halftime shows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just can't because Beyonce's one of them. There's Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake. Only Justin Timberlake because the Janet Jackson titty out. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like if Rihanna cannot do this, then that will basically like, man, I cannot foresee that this Super Bowl halftime won't do good. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to viewership.
She gonna kill it. I mean.
But, I'll tell you like this. The thing is that would have basically made it really big, even though Kanye West was on his shenanigans. Now, Kanye West would have went there, it'd be the biggest Super Bowl ever.
Think so.
100%. Because it was
Really?
Kanye West.
With even like the backlash and everything that's going on right now, you think that's not.
I'm talking about like before the backlash. If he didn't have that crazy backlash, like let's say he just talked about blacks, he'd be all right. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you there.
So
but at this point, I think it's a little bit like.
It would be, see, the craziest thing is, it sound crazy. Kanye West, even if he did do all the stuff he said, people will still be like,
"Oh,
I'm with
Kanye's fan base is crazy."
You know
Don't get me wrong.
You can be like Kanye West fan base is like the closest to Michael Jackson you can ever get. But it's like, I'm curious. It's like
I'm curious where it's at right now after the backlash, though. Like this, I feel like his rants this last time really disturbed a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just want to see. I want to see. You know what I'm saying? It'll be something love to see.
If Kanye West basically drops some right now, you know what I'm saying, shoes or anything like that, without no backing, it will sell out. You know what I'm saying? That's how big he is. You know what I'm saying? That's why people feel away when he say things, because it's like you're that powerful. It's like, imagine Michael Jackson back in the day, during his heyday, doing like, Billie Jean and stuff like that, Thriller, and he wound up saying, I dislike these group of people. Then you know what I'm saying? That will basically be like, yo, Michael Jackson, do you know how powerful you are? You got to relax, calm it down. You feel what I'm saying? Because the thing is that's how powerful he is. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's just, I think that would have been dope to see Rihanna and Kanye West, unfortunately.
Well, you never know. I think that'd be dope, too. If we look at some of her biggest records, what's the record with her, Jay, and Kanye on it? That would be crazy. I would love that moment, to see that moment.
Yeah. Jay-Z's a smart business.
What song is that? You know what I'm talking about?
It's like, it goes, hey. It's like, it starts like that. I just forgot what it is. My Town. It's something about My Town or something like that.
Yeah, that it'll go crazy though.
Yeah, if they did that, that would have been crazy, because Rihanna actually was like, yo,
That's one of her biggest records.
Yeah, she was like, I want to have Kanye West, because she was the one that suggested that, if I'm not mistaken. You feel what I'm saying?
She suggested it? Yeah, Run This Town.
Yeah, she
Who's gonna run this town tonight?
Yeah, she suggested to have Kanye West on there. I'm just curious of who they gonna have with it. I mean, I'm pretty sure, Jay-Z might make it a performance. You might see a Beyonce for real.
I doubt it.
Why you don't think so?
Because they don't got no features together. Like, it wouldn't make sense to randomly have be there. Like, it's different if they would have done something together, but I don't know. I think it's just, and then not only that, but it's like, it's so much like stuff that go on in the world where people are always trying to put them two against each other. I just can't see it happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you know what would be crazy? If we could eventually get a Rihanna and a Beyonce collaboration.
They do have a song together.
Who? What song?
Called Bad Bitch.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
but it wasn't a single though, right?
Nah, but at the end of the day, if they made a song, even if it wasn't,
they make another song. They made a single though.
That was on her like That was like on her last album, because her last album was like a classic album. Like she was going off. But you know the craziest thing is when it comes
Beyonce or Ree? Ree's album.
Ree album, her last album. She was going off in her last album. You know what I'm saying? Because Ree was like, I think like the thing that's so special about Rihanna is that like she gravitates to men and women because at the end of the day it's like she's about respect, money. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fuck with me. Like, how we basically start off the joint, like the podcast. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Rihanna is one of them. Don't play with it. You know, she about her motherfucking business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't play with her. Don't play with her.
She's a multi-billionaire. A$AP Rocky, lucky motherfucker.
She's probably at that status now where it's like, you know, like there's some people like you just know not to talk about or say some shit about.
Yeah.
Rihanna is definitely one of those people. Like, you can't say shit about Ree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you know, the one thing that we gotta basically commend Rihanna is like, niggas don't talk about Victoria's Secret like that. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Not no more. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
She took them out the fucking game.
Yeah, and I like her inspiration too behind doing it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Rihanna's like a really strong woman, powerful black woman. So, you know, I think that's a great thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I want to segue to something because, you know, Rihanna has a lot of these, like, you know, powerful women, right? So, you know, I was looking at something like this, right? A lot of powerful women, you feel what I'm saying? Just like, sometimes a powerful woman do not like a guy that is just as powerful as them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, think about it like this, right? Rihanna is a multi-billionaire, right? And don't get me wrong, A$AP Rocky, that's a cool nigga. He got some money, but he ain't Rihanna money.
That's a fact.
She was dating basically a billionaire before that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, that's what I'm seeing a pattern. Like, I was watching this documentary, right? I forgot. It was a social influencer, and she wound up killing her boyfriend. But the thing is that she was a multimillionaire. The boyfriend probably making 50, 60, 70,000 a year. You know, nothing too bad for the average person.
Like 50 to 7,000?
50 to 70. You know what I'm saying?
And she was a what?
Social influencer.
How much she made?
Million. Like 2-3 million a year. Like
I shouldn't be turning my like you could tell I'm like I'm judging that shit already. Like
But the thing is, right, is that these powerful women would bitch these niggas. So with her, she be like, yo, nigga be working his hardest.
Bitch these niggas is crazy.
Yeah, they would work. This dude would basically do everything in his power to make her happy. He basically he will basically cook something wrong. She'd be like, do you know how much I make? Do you understand how powerful I am? She did.
She won't doing that.
I'm gonna tell you why. She killed the nigga.
She killed him.
Remember this? Remember
like,
that?
In real life?
In real life. So remember that?
Bruh, I don't believe this shit.
Yeah. So remember, look at the social influencer that killed her boyfriend.
I don't believe that shit.
Yeah.
Keep going.
It happened maybe like 6-7 months ago. It could have happened a year ago. I don't really remember. But it was a social influencer that killed her boyfriend. You can look it up. I forgot what her name is. So
I'm looking that shit up now. Keep going with the story.
So, that's the thing. So, you know, that goes to the thing is that, like, when women make more money than a man, why do you feel like they can treat that nigga like shit?
Oh, is this? Hold on.
Yeah? That's her?
Is it the white? No, this is not the white girl who killed her.
It is the white girl. Yeah.
Who killed her black boyfriend?
Uh-huh. That's him.
That's who this is? Oh,
yeah.
She look like a different person right here.
Yeah, right? You know, I mean, when you go to jail, I don't think you basically get them the little done up. You feel what I'm saying? She was on the podcast, you know, like talking, like she was on the podcast. I forgot. There's one guy I met in actually Miami. He had a popping podcast. And, you know, she was just basically saying, like, I run the rules because I make the money. And that's the thing.
Nah, that's crazy.
And the thing is that, like, you know, because people be like, you know what? It's sexist for a dude to feel that at the end of the day, he wants to run the household. But when a woman makes the most, sometimes they feel as if that if they make more money than you, they feel like at the end of the day that you are doing less of a man.
So I wonder why. Yeah, I remember this happening, but I didn't get to follow the story completely.
Right. So Shakita, as a woman, why do you think that some women feel that at the end of the day, if a man makes less than you, it's kind of almost damn near beneath them, or they feel as if they should do better?
Wait, what do you mean? What you mean they should do better? Like the men should do better?
Correct.
Do better along the lines is what?
Make more money than them.
You saying why do women feel like the man should make more money than them?
Yes, because the thing is,
like naturally. I mean, it's how we grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, when you look at history, we have always been taught the man is the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's kind of like expected that the man is the breadwinner, and when the man is not the breadwinner and the woman is, I think we all can like feel like, is that demasculating a little bit? You know what I mean?
It's demasculating when it comes to the woman basically mistreating the man and saying that you not. It's like certain things that women will say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I can do this myself. I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? They will say certain things to offend that person. Right. And they be like, why in the world are you doing this? Like, for instance.
Now, these are not my views. I'm just giving you guys, like, I'm just trying to give you guys another perspective of why I think women might feel that way.
There are certain situations where a man will basically stay home just because the woman would basically make more money, right? And he basically, I'm watching kids, I'm going to take care of the kids. But the woman will always feel like, well, not like everyone. More like power. At the end of the day, why in the world, you know what I'm saying? You ain't out here. You ain't really doing anything. But he was like, honey, you was the one that told me that. Stay home with the kids, help them out.
That part I agree with. I feel like if someone is agreeing to, you know, take the back end of things just to support someone, I feel like, yes, different. Like, you shouldn't be out here, like, trying to come at them when they not on your level. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got to start somewhere. You feel me? So, I get what you going with.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's like, I understand the nigga that ain't got shit. But it's so, and the thing that was so crazy is that...
It's different if they let shit go for you.
The thing that makes it so crazy is this, right? It's like a catch-22. So, you have either the nigga, right? Well, the man. Let's say nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because it's white people watch this podcast, so I don't want you to say nigga. So, at the end of the day, is that you have it's like work on two sides, right? So, for instance, you can have the bum person, right, that basically lives off his girl or baby mama, you know, most likely that's what it is.
Right.
Right? And don't complain about that shit. Like, she complain about it. She angry, but she talks in deep inside into her friends. She don't really come to you about it, right? But the person that is working, but the woman makes more than him, they basically get offended by it. You know what I'm saying? They mistreat him, say certain things, be like, yo, I can do this myself. I don't need you. Or say certain things. And I've seen it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be $1 more and they go and just like complain. But that goes to my point, right? Is that at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have a lot of these songs where women say, I'm independent. I'm doing all these things. I'm making myself. Shut up. Not the city girls. The city girls be like, how these people pay for me and everything like that. But if a man is trying, why in the world tear him down?
I agree. I mean, I don't think that you should. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like that's a issue. That's a personal issue with a woman at that time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if your man had took a step back, he supported you and all your endeavors that you wanted to pursue just for you to win, I think that's different. You know what I'm saying? Now, where things become an issue is when somebody gets complacent. So I can understand a woman being like, yo, nigga, you being complacent. Like, we here now, I understand this, but now, like, you know, I want to see you grind. I want to see you doing your thing too. So it's different if a nigga become too complacent. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's different. You know what I'm saying?
But what if that McDonald's ain't putting him up more the ladder?
What do you mean? What?
If he working at McDonald's, right?
Well, first of all, I hope if you making $1 million, if your girl making $1 million, I hope your ass is not working at McDonald's.
But all right, so you can't. So if you make $1 million, you can't date a nigga because that's what niggas do. A nigga will pick a girl that work at McDonald's, making like $5 an hour or something like not $5 too low.
They can do that shit, but
that's the thing. Why is the difference between that? You know what I'm saying? What about having a real?
I don't know what that is, but I wouldn't do that shit if I was a nigga. I mean, personally, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't want to do that. God forgive me. Nah, I don't want to do that. But I mean,
like, think about it. Like, let's look at City Girls, right? Let's look at not City Girls. What's the one girl name? Not JT. What's the other one name? Young Miami. Mm-hmm. Young Miami's making McDonald money compared to P Diddy money.
Okay, but also look at some of the girls that Diddy deal with.
But Diddy's dealing with.
Look at some of the girls Diddy deal with. A lot of them girls don't got money like Carisha. Carisha is probably out of all the girls he dealing with, his little, her, the side piece. Is she the one with the bag?
His baby mama was basically really a multimillionaire.
Who? This new one?
The one that died.
Kimberly?
Yeah, she was multimillionaire. She was a model.
Okay, yes, I understand her, but that also part of it, her being a multimillionaire was because of him.
No, because she was a model before that. She
was a model, and the model she was a multimillionaire just because she was a model.
Back in that time period, you can look it up because in the day she used to help P Diddy out before he even had Bad Boy.
So she was a multimillionaire.
Kim Porter,
before going back.
100%.
Oh, I ain't know.
You feel what I'm saying? So like a lot of these. Like, you think about, like, some of these things, right? So, let's look at Young Miami. And we would break it down like that.
But I think...
Young Miami probably was not even really a multi-millionaire. Because for real, think about it. She didn't really write the songs. You feel what I'm saying? She didn't really have, the deal probably was shitty. You feel what I mean? Because most of these artists that basically sign to these record labels have a shitty deal. You get what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like she really didn't really get that much. You feel what I mean? So it's like just because of her looks, she got to her position that she was. The one that will probably have more money than Young Miami be JT. Because JT write her lyrics, and she basically have a better solo career than Young Miami. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, because Young Miami didn't really want to rap. Remember?
Absolutely, but JT hasn't been really dropping any like solo music till recently, but Miami has.
But she had a hit song with young Nicki Minaj.
Okay, that was hit. Yeah. That was the hit song with Nicki Minaj.
And then the Young Miami song is that the one that they basically had was connected to the City Girls, correct?
What were you saying?
So remember when JT was locked up, right?
Yeah.
Young Miami had to basically do it. So the thing is,
she was on that grind the whole entire time, and she did some features and stuff while JT was locked up and everything too.
So the fact that because she was part of the group, she got part of that. So the thing is, what I'm trying to tell you is that like doing these record deals.
I understand what you're saying as far as like her money and everything like that. I just feel like personally, Amy, she has a likable personality, and that's getting her to get to all these bags. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, she might not be getting like the money aspect of it, but the fact that she puts herself out there, you know what I'm saying? And she makes herself available, and these people that wants to, people want to get to know Carisha. You know what I'm saying? She got her merch. She got everything that's going on. She's doing pretty decent for real.
All because of Diddy. That's all I'm saying. Like at the end.
Well, I think that was before Diddy. Like the merch stuff, like yes, the Revolt TV, the podcast stuff, yes, yeah. But the reason why I also think about it, if Diddy wouldn't be like, oh, let's do a podcast if he didn't see something. He knew he seen this girl going viral on her live. She was already had it. People just naturally like who she is. She's the party girl. She's the fun girl. People fuck with her.
And you can't even say that because then what about Cassie?
What you mean about Cassie?
She only had one hit song.
What you talk about? No, I think you're missing a point. What my point is about the podcast. The reason why the Carisha Please podcast happened, it was also inspired by Young Miami's lives. Young Miami was going viral doing lives and just being herself, talking shit, asking people questions. Like, that's the shit. He also saw an avenue for that. He just didn't just like, oh shit, do this shit. I'm just gonna let you do this shit. Like, he seen something, and that's what they did. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is Young Miami has more. I feel like people didn't really truly realize. I feel like, yeah, people are like, oh yeah, Diddy this, that, and third. Don't get me wrong. Diddy is helping a whole lot. It helps. It helps to have Diddy, somebody like Diddy on your side. But at the same time, she has became that person that people are gravitating to, and he also saw that too.
I don't know. I honestly think that at the end of the day, sometimes people put people in position. You feel what I'm saying?
People do put people in position.
And it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, I'll tell you an example, right? This one girl, right? I forgot what her name is. DJ Academics was messing with it. And all the celebrities were getting in trouble because he was messing with this one girl. Put her into a position. Now she's a multimillionaire. You feel what I'm saying? And she basically was on No Jumper and everything like that.
I feel you.
A person can put you in somewhere and make you that if they be like, okay, this is the person to look at too.
Absolutely.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like Karrueche, right? Very talented. She became something beyond.
After dating Chris Brown.
Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? She was like, okay, this is the avenue. People gonna know me and everything like that. And she used something that platform for Chris Brown. I'm gonna make it. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying is that if you're powerful, you can be a person that has no talent, right? But if you're pretty, beautiful, and I put you in this position, people are going to look at you. You know, it's like Amber Rose, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Amber Rose is one.
Nobody knew who Amber Rose was until Kanye was. Then everybody wanted to get Amber Rose. Nobody, that changed the game. Nobody wanted to really date a bald-headed girl until Amber Rose and Kanye. You know what I'm saying? She changed the game for real. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people like bald-headed girls, but the way when she came out, it was like a trend.
Right, correct. And and that goes to like the powerful men, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of things when it comes to women, they want powerful men, right? Mm-hmm. But sometimes these powerful men are basically people that could be cruel. Could be people that basically cheat on you and everything like that. So certain powerful men feel like they have the ability to cheat because they feel like I do so much, I do all these things. I honestly don't agree with that. But the thing is that a woman would take that person over a nice person. And
some women, but most women. I mean, not most women. Nope. I don't want to say that. I wanted to keep it neutral. Some women. You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of women got their morals and they like, no, I ain't going to tolerate that shit. And then it is some girls that's like, oh shit, well, if I'm going to tolerate that shit, I might as well tolerate it from a nigga that got some money. But can we knock a female for feeling like that? If a nigga's out here, you know what I'm saying? I try to put myself, I try not to put myself in a box, even though, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying these are my perspective, these are my views, but I'm saying when it comes to me understanding other people's views, I don't try to place myself in this box where I can't understand where somebody is coming from. And I feel like the way women have to navigate this world and based off experiences, some women feel like every man is a cheater. You know what I'm saying? Naturally. You know what I'm saying? And they like, oh shit, if I'm going to deal with a nigga that's going to cheat on me, at least I'm going to be with a billionaire nigga who got a motherfucking bag behind him and going to put me and put me in position. And if I'm looking at it like that, I can't knock a female for feeling that way. Can I do that shit? Me personally, no, I can't. I don't like cheaters. That's just not my thing. It's just like, you cheat on me, whatever. I might get cheated on with I might have to go through every guy I talk to and they got to cheat on me, but the relationship probably is not going to last because I'm going to break up every time because I just can't deal with a cheater.
But men feel that same way too, that have a woman cheating, right? When we hear things from a woman that says, I never felt this way before, we be like, lying motherfucker. Or if they say, you were basically my really true love, or these situations, like they're saying as, no one has ever done that for me. I never treated anybody else like that.
Niggas do the same shit.
That's just like I'm saying.
But it's more niggas than females that do that shit.
No.
Me personally, I feel that way.
I think in 2022, I mean, 2023. I think it's a different. I think it's almost not the same playing field.
I
Maybe
don't know.
1950s, 1960s, yes. But you know what I'm saying. I feel
don't
like
know.
due to the fact that women are like that. You know what I'm saying. You can't.
It is some women out here like that. I ain't gonna knock you.
You know, it's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like you gotta understand is that a woman has better options than a man does. You feel what I'm saying? So they have more people in the DMs compared to a man does. You know what I mean? So it's like a man would be like, you know what? I gotta really chase it. A woman, she don't gotta really do anything. I'm like, all right, this is my DMs. If I
Right.
really want to, I could do it. Like a woman can basically fuck your best friend, have sex with your best friend, and basically can do it. It'll be hard for
Yeah,
a man.
nigga.
It'll be harder for a man to basically mess with a girl's best friend compared to a nigga's best friend, a man's best friend.
I think that's where it started.
You know? So the thing is, it's just like women can really fuck shit up. So the thing is, this is what I want to ask you, Shakita. And, you know, maybe this is not your opinion, right? But, you know, this has always been something that I would hear. And, you know what I'm saying? And I think one of our friends, you know, I was trying to holler at, and she said that, Jerome, you are too nice. And I wonder, is like, too nice? What you mean? Because I'm opening the door for
So
you?
wait, pause. You were trying to. I just want to make sure I'm following correctly.
Yeah, so
you were trying to
basically,
talk to a girl, and she told you were too nice.
Correct.
Okay.
So what I'm asking is this, right? When it comes to a girl saying that at the end of the day that someone is too nice, what is the reason that they will want someone that be less nice or be someone that's more crucial to them? You know what I'm saying? That be like, you know, more of an asshole. Why would they like that more? And now, even though that's not what you really feel, if you can get into the psyche of the woman, then why do they feel that way?
I think it's about kind of sexual energy. I think women love to see a dominant male. They want to be checked. You know what I'm saying? They want a guy who can put them in their place. You know what I mean? That shit turn women on. I know women that just get a fucking high off that shit. Like a nigga just be like, "Oh shit, like sit the fuck down," and and girls be like, "Okay, daddy." And that just they love that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just something about that, the type of energy. You know what I'm saying? That's only thing I can honestly think of when I'm thinking about women and conversations that I've had with girls who be like, "Oh nigga, I like a nigga to be able to check me and put me on my place." That's what I can think of. That's the only thing.
And the craziest thing is, all those women that deal with that have shitty ass relationships. So you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, when that happened, they be like, "Oh my god, he's cheating on me! Oh my god, he's fucking everybody but me." So that's crazy. So that's the wild thing is that a motherfucking nigga is fucking everybody but you. It's crazy. But you want
Yeah.
that. You feel what I'm saying? He's
That's
dicking
crazy.
everybody down.
Yeah. That's the stuff that I don't understand.
So it's like you want something like that because of fucking childhood trauma y'all niggas was dealing with. That's fucking
agree with
crazy.
that.
You feel what I'm saying? So a motherfucker that's trying to do something be like, you know what? I want to open the door for you. I want to.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I get you. I wanted to give you another aspect. Now you got me thinking into a deeper type of way. You know what I'm saying? First, yes, the sexual thing is one aspect of it too. But yeah, when you speak of things like childhood trauma, when you speak of things like guys treating women, that now when you start speaking on specific situations such as guys out here fucking other women than the girl that they fuck with, then I think that actually comes from a other deeper place. That come from like an insecurity issue. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that also comes from a like, oh shit, pick me type of person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why not me? I feel like sometimes some females have a hard time trying to understand like, okay, I'm a good person. I'm treating this person. I'm doing right by them. I'm doing everything I can to support them. But at the same time, like, I don't know why this person is neglecting me. I don't know why this person is not treating me the way that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of almost like this drug at this drug. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I'm I'm trying to get the thing that I want, but I can't get there. You know what I'm saying? But I can't get it. And it's just kind of like a power thing. You know what I'm saying? Not really power is not where I'm trying to go with this. But do you get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Some people just, it's not that they like the hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's just really about like, shit, I don't understand. Like, you know, like if somebody put you down, it's like a rejection type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Some women don't like to be like rejected, and to see somebody treating them a different type of way than other than the way that they perceive that they should be treated, they keep chasing it, just trying to get it right. Like you're saying.
So I want to tell y'all right this. I'm looking at the camera, looking at y'all, women. The man that you say y'all be putting on Instagram, Facebook, that's the man of my dreams. Be in my friends' DMs, huh? You know, it was okay. Y'all was like, Johnny was too nice, but Tyrone, he a real nigga. He put me in check and everything like that. But you know, what happens is this: you get older, you turn into 35. I don't know, maybe 40. I think that's the time. Or actually, let's go back to the younger people. Let's go like when you get hit 30. 30 is a different situation, because what will happen is that person that you felt that sexual energy is what Shakita was talking about. Mm-hmm. You're gonna miss out on someone that basically is gonna treat you very well. Person that was gonna basically do anything in this world for you. Because it's me personally as a man, I feel like that a woman is a queen to you. You know, you're basically supposed to treat them to the utmost respect and respect them in the most way. You know what I'm saying? But when you basically deal with someone that's not shit, and it's crazy because the person that try to do everything for you, then you date Tyrone. I keep on saying Tyrone. There are good Tyrones out there. And Tyrone is a nigga that you just be like a fuck nigga. But Tyrone has no job, stays at the crib by himself. You feel what I'm saying? Play video games, you know? And then the day he be like, you know, the only thing he got that's a value is his PS4, PS5. He bring it in, play that shit, right? While you out here busting your ass off. So you want this certain energy, right? And this nigga doing nothing. But the person that could hold you down, you regret it. Because what happens is in the future, you see this person become successful. Person doing well. And then you see that one woman was like, you know what? I really like this guy and I love him to treat me for who I am. You fucked it up.
Yeah.
Your life depressed now.
Yeah.
You sad.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, yes, because I feel like that's where a woman has trouble. Like, that's an insecurity issue at the end of the day. They don't know who they are. They don't understand themselves yet. So them looking for themselves, and they're trying to find themselves in the other people. You know what I'm saying? They look at everybody else's situation and they want the ideal story, you know, and they haven't really found themselves. So I think that's what it comes down to.
And you know, at the end of the day, you know, it might seem like I'm hard on a woman too. It goes to men as well. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
But mostly women, though. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah, because women are more emotional and guys think more logically. And sometimes that can be a bad thing for guys too, because guys got to think. They need to learn how to, it got to be a balance. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It needs to be a balance too, because sometimes thinking too logically, you ignore your person's emotions. So, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to be able to like, okay, yes, I got to think logically, but you got to also be able to put your pride to the side and be able to try to understand somebody's point of view. You know what I'm saying? Understand somebody else's point of view. Not even if you don't necessarily understand it, but you got to try to at least attempt to understand how they feel. You know what I'm saying?
I think like this, right? I feel like men are more emotional than women, right? And the reason why I say that, I think that you know how to understand more your emotions compared to what a man can. You know why I would say a man is more emotional? A man is more emotional because he will use his aggression, right? Okay. That's an emotional response. He will basically do certain things irrational. Mm-hmm. It's an emotional response. You feel what I'm saying? even the abusive, like the people that, there's certain women that like their man to hit them, which is crazy.
That's retarded.
That's an emotional response, right?
You said women like their men to hit them, like abuse them. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that certain women do. So they do. There's certain women that do like that. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know why they do, but they feel like because of the trauma or certain things that they felt when it comes to other people that they dated, they was like, you know what? Because this person hit me, it shows that they love me, which is a weird thing. You know what I'm saying? And I had family members that dealt with that. You know what I'm saying? Like they thought that if that person attacked them or if they didn't do anything, then they felt like there was no love there. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of deep issues when it comes to these conversations, and that's the thing. And I'm not saying that's a majority. That's just a minority of things of women basically we have. But what I'm trying to say is that these responses from men to do those things are a very emotional thing to do. It's like the pride that they have when they feel that a woman is making more than them and they feel a way. It's an emotional response when they feel something. You feel what I'm saying? I think that women understand more of their emotions. Yes, they don't think as in logical ways, but at the same time, they can explain their things. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, women live longer than men. That's a fact. And one of the reasons why is because when they explain themselves, they talk to their friends or they explain how they feel, they explain their emotions, where men keeps it bottled up, right? That bottled up energy that you have can kill you. You feel what I'm saying? Because more stress will basically lead to more death. And at the end of the day, when men don't basically release their emotions, that's the problem. But the one thing I think that women need to stop saying is that when a man try to explain his emotions, explain how he feel, they got to stop saying like, oh, you being too emotional. You emotional. See, men take that and be like, damn, you're saying that at the end of the day that me being emotional, like I'm like a bitch. You feel what I'm saying? I think that at the end of the day, if a woman tell you emotional, fuck all that. At the end of the day, if she call you emotional, so what? You're emotional. There's nothing wrong with you being emotional. Feel it. Because in the day, you have feelings as well. Express how you feel. Don't keep that bottled up. Because if you keep bottled up, you're going to do something stupid, dumb, and do something that you regret. Express yourself. Do not let these women tell you that at the end of the day when it comes to your emotions that you are not able to express that. And also, too, I think that goes in a lot with the black community. You know what I'm saying? Because, even with black women, we put a little bit too much. We give a little bit too much of, I'm trying to think of the word to say. We press too much on like a powerful black woman. A black woman got to do this and do that and do this and do that, do this. This person is human. She should be able to basically able to fail. It's too much basically. What's the word I'm looking for, Shakita? Stress on a black woman.
Yeah, absolutely.
To basically feel that way. A black woman can fail. A black woman can go to these situations. But as black people, we have these kind of thought process that we have to do. And I mean, granted, it's due to, segregation, slavery, and all these things that we was basically felt that we had to believe in that. But now in 2023, we have to express our emotions. We have to explain how we feel. We have to understand that we can fail and we can get ourselves back up. But, that's just my thought process of everything. You feel what I'm saying? So I think at the end of the day, it's like, as African Americans, we have to basically do better. I do think that we should have more therapy. I do think that we need to talk about things with our friends. We shouldn't be scared to basically tell our friends or
speak on it.
Our friends to be like, how we feel. Where's our relationship going with? Don't be that motherfucking alpha dog thinking that we just go and we have to be that leader. Fuck all that. These white motherfuckers don't do that. They express with like, oh, Timmy, Jenny was basically cussing me out. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? We could do this fucking same thing. There's no reason that we have this whole thing of like how we feel now. Not in 2023. We just must unite and basically help ourselves out by expressing ourselves. But, you know, I just wanted to close out the podcast like that because, you know, at the end of the day, I just felt like that's something that as African Americans, we just need to basically speak on, you know, our mental health and, you know, relationships and stuff like that. Because in the black community, we go through these things. We have these things that we both have this high regard. We have to look at certain things, but we're only human. Only thing that, like, our skin color should not matter. You feel what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, it's just, we're human. And a skin tone shouldn't define who we are. And that's really what it is. So, Shakita, wrap this joint up.
Period. You already know what time it is. It's the official Out of the Box podcast. It's the #1 podcast in the industry never knew they needed. You've just heard the wise words from my brother Jerome in the house. And make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, do all that good shit. And make sure you guys tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a motherfucking mama and daddy. That's the #1 podcast in the industry never knew they needed. Thank you.